From huge roaches and giant cows to scary long worms and centipedes, here are 18 of the biggest animals you won't believe exist. Number 18. Gentle Giant. Yuki took the internet by storm in 2019 and he's defined as a wolf dog. But with DNA that's about 9/10 grey wolf and the remainder a mix of domestic dog, he seems to be more wolf-like. He was 8 months old when he was left at a kill shelter in 2008. Yuki's size and health issues made him too much for his owner to care for. That shelter later turned him over to the Shy Wolf Sanctuary in Naples, Florida, and he's been there ever since. When pictures of him were posted online, he appeared so big that people thought Yuki was photoshopped. It turns out that his mammoth size was more the result of an optical illusion created by camera angles. He weighs about 120 pounds, 54 kilograms, which is impressive, although there are larger canines out there. But there's no doubting that Yuki has made a big impression. Number 17. Super Squirrels. We typically think of squirrels as small, cute, bushy-tailed critters that like to take food from our hands. Sometimes it's hard to remember that they're even rodents. In the case of the alpine marmot, it might not only take food from your hand, it might take your hand as well. These animals are found in southern Europe and can measure 27 inches long, that's 69 centimeters, including the tail. Weighing upwards of 18 pounds, 8 kilograms, they're generally considered to be the largest species of squirrel. But they get some competition from the hoary marmot found in North America. The largest one of those critters had a verified weight of nearly 30 pounds, that's 13.5 kilograms. Number 16. Giant cave cockroaches. If you think roaches are a big nuisance, imagine if you had these beasts crawling up your walls. Found in the rainforest from Central to South America, these are among the biggest of all roaches. They can measure nearly 4 inches long, 10 centimeters, with a 6-inch, 15-centimeter wingspan. Entomologists say they're closely related to the first winged insects that appeared in forests some 200 million years ago. Like the majority of cockroaches, they look repellent, but they're harmless to humans. Researchers say that out of more than 4,500 cockroach species, only 30 are regarded as true pests. That's hard to believe, isn't it? Number 15. The false trumpet. If you think of snails as small critters, think again. This marine gastropod from Australia can measure almost 3 feet, 91 centimeters long, and weigh up to 40 pounds or 18 kilograms. Experts say it's the world's largest extant snail species and is likely the heaviest gastropod on Earth. Not much is known about these mollusks apart from their size, but thanks to their dimensions, the big shell is popular with collectors. In addition to Oz, false trumpets are also found in Indonesia and New Guinea. Number 14. Mighty Moth. The Hercules moth was named after the legendary demigod, so you might expect it to be huge. And it is. This insect is native to Australia and New Guinea and has a wingspan of 27 centimeters, that's 11 inches. Experts say it's the largest moth in Oz. And at 300 square centimeters, 47 square inches, its wings hold the greatest surface area of any extant insect. Number 13. Brahma chickens. There's nothing chicken about a chicken this size. Specimens of this breed can reach an average weight of 12 pounds, 5.5 kilograms, but historically, weights of 18 pounds, 8 kilograms have been documented. Brahma chickens have been around for a long time, although their origins are unclear. From the mid-19th century to the 1930s, they were imported from China to the US, where they served as the principal meat breed. Brahmas gained some fame in 2017 when pictures of a huge specimen from Kosovo went viral. That one weighed about 17 pounds, 7.7 kilograms, and stood 3 feet tall, that's 91 centimeters. Maybe now it's easier to believe that chickens are among the closest living relatives to T-Rex. Number 12. Biggest centipede. There's a term you don't hear so often. In this case, big might be an understatement for this type of animal. The Amazonian giant centipede is a venomous beast that can reach lengths of 12 inches, 30 centimeters. So it's no wonder why it's often cited as the largest extant centipede on Earth. They're native to rainforests and dry forests of South America, and it's as aggressive as its appearance would indicate. They feed on prey that includes birds the size of sparrows, and they're infamous for crawling up the sides of cave walls to hang off the ceiling and snatch bats out of the air. Number 11. Pyrosomes. This animal is also called a sea squirt, but a better name for them might be the unicorns of the sea. That's because they're so rarely sighted. The elusive animals can grow up to 98 feet long, 30 meters. That's about the size of a couple of double-decker buses set end to end. Despite that massive size, they're known to be slow-moving filter feeders. Pyrosomes are actually translucent, cylindrical-shaped colonies comprised of thousands of smaller individuals, known as zooids. Those minuscule animals are each connected by tissue. They move as one within the pyrosome's tube-like housing and pull water through its tubes to feed on plankton, and then pushing the filtered water back out. Experts say the movements of pyrosomes are largely determined by currents and waves in the ocean. Number 10. Giant forest scorpion. Because they measure around 9 inches long, 23 centimeters, that makes them the world's largest scorpion species in terms of length. But weighing as much as 2 ounces, 57 grams, they're not necessarily lightweights. While these critters are venomous, their toxin isn't typically lethal to humans. They've evolved to crush their prey with their pincers, as opposed to using their stingers. If you really want to find them, these arachnids occur throughout India and in Sri Lanka. Number 9. NOMURA'S jellyfish. Growing to more than 6.5 feet, 2 meters in diameter, and weighing around 440 pounds, 200 kilograms, these creatures can be heavier than a couple of adult humans. And they're not much smaller than the lion's mane species, the world's largest jellyfish. They're found mainly in the waters between Japan and China. Experts say that these cnidarians are some fast growers. Within 6 months' time, this species can grow from the size of a grain of rice to more than 6 feet in diameter, 1.8 meters. Number 8. Basking shark. Reaching lengths of 26 feet, 8 meters, this is the world's second largest extant fish. Only the whale shark is bigger. But the largest specimen ever caught weighed about 42,000 pounds, 19 metric tons, and measured over 40 feet, or 12 meters. That's more than 3 times their average weight of 12,000 pounds, over 5 metric tons. They're slow-moving animals that are distinguished by their huge, gaping mouths which contain gill rakers used for filter feeding. Did you know their common name refers to their behavior of feeding at the surface? Where there, it looks like they're basking in the ocean. Number 7. BOOTLACE worms. Here's one of the longest animals known to exist. An average length for this worm is around 32 feet, 9.8 meters, which is impressive. But a specimen washed ashore in Scotland in 1864 was documented at 180 feet long, 55 meters. That would make this beast longer than the lion's mane jellyfish, and that creature is generally considered to be the world's longest animal. But despite their great length, BOOTLACE worms are usually less than half an inch wide, 10 millimeters. Number 6. Biggest living bovines. If you ever wondered what the world's largest bovine species is, here you go. The gua is also known as the Indian bison and is found throughout Southeast Asia and the Indian subcontinent. These are some massive, powerful beasts, with males weighing more than 3,000 pounds or over 1,300 kilograms, while standing over 7 feet tall, 2.1 meters. That makes them the tallest cattle species known to exist in the wild. Number 5. Big Belgian blues. If the gua didn't look big enough for you, then how about these beasts? The Belgian blue can appear to be bigger than the gua thanks to its muscular appearance, but they weigh a bit less at 2,700 pounds or 1,200 kilograms. Many people have wondered if this Belgian breed got that rocked up look as a result of steroids. For the record, they don't. These animals exhibit a genetic mutation known as double muscling. That means they have more muscle fibers than they normally would. A protein that usually inhibits muscle growth is overridden by the mutation, hence the big, buff, bulky bovines. Number 4. Hercules. Ligers are hybrids produced from the union of a lion father and a tiger mother. And those big cats combine to produce an even bigger cat, which is regarded as the largest of all extant felines. Guinness recognizes a specimen named Hercules as the world's largest living non-obese cat, with a weight of about 922 pounds, that's 418 kilograms. These critters are social like lions, and they enjoy the water like tigers. Since the habitats of those two cats aren't known to overlap in the wild, these animals are bred in captivity. Number 3. Blue whale. It's easy enough to believe that these marine mammals exist. What's hard to believe is that this is the largest animal that has ever existed on the planet. That includes all those massive dinos and other organisms that have come and gone over the ages. While there's no scale big enough to fit them on, the heaviest estimated weight was around 190 US tons, 172 metric tons. The greatest verified length for one of these animals was about 104 feet, 32 meters. Blue whales feed mostly on krill and can scarf down nearly 40 million of them daily. That's about 8,000 pounds of food every day, 3,600 kilograms. Did you know these animals have some of the largest organs found in the animal kingdom? That includes having the largest heart of any animal at 400 pounds, 180 kilograms. They also have the largest tongues with an average weight of 6,000 pounds, 2.7 metric tons. Number 2. Knickers. The internet had an enormous cow in 2018 when this huge Holstein made news. But while Knickers was described as a cow, he's actually a steer or a male that's been neutered. What is not under dispute is his size. This beast from Western Australia stands about 6 feet 4 inches tall at the shoulder, 1.94 meters, and weighs close to 3,100 pounds or 1,400 kilograms. That makes him as tall as a basketball player and about as heavy as a Mini Cooper. As for how Knickers got to be so huge, there's still no clear explanation for that. But that massive size came in useful when Knickers was scheduled for the slaughterhouse. Since he was too heavy for the machines, he was granted a pardon and was sent to live on a 3,000-acre property. Number 1. Big Jake. It would take a mighty cowboy to ride this horse. Big Jake is cited by Guinness as the world's tallest horse, with a height of about 7 feet, 2.1 meters at the withers. That's taller than LeBron James. And weighing 2,600 pounds or over 1,100 kilograms, it's easy to see how he could go through 40 quarts, 38 liters of oats, and 1.5 bales of hay each day. Despite his great size, Jake is known to have an easygoing nature and greets his fans at events. Still, you have to wonder how you could ride a horse this big. Or maybe Big Jake would ride you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell for notifications for our next exciting episode right here on Epic Wildlife.